I'm on the phone triaging, and other days I can be the doctor who goes out on all the visits. So let's see what's in store for me today. So my duty today at the local urgent care centre are to see patients face to face who've walked into the urgent care centre. We don't know what they're going to have. We just work off a list. There's usually a couple of doctors and a couple of nursing staff who see the patients. Hence I've got PPE in. Obviously pre-COVID we wouldn't need all this PPE. It can be stressful because obviously we don't know who's coming in with what. So of course someone could be having symptoms of COVID. But fingers crossed all will go well. So it's been an interesting 2.5 hours so far. I've seen a few patients. One collapsed in the waiting room, so I had to leave what I was doing and go and attend to him. I've just had another lady who's quite poorly with a surgical problem, so I've just seen her and taken her to the surgical ward upstairs. Then we've had a patient who's punched the floor because he was angry about something, and he came in with some hand pain, which is not a surprise. Those kind of things can be a little bit frustrating, obviously, especially in the middle of a pandemic when we've already got so many things to deal with. And yes, so now I'll carry on until lunch, and boy do these masks hurt. So that's me done for the morning. I've done 4 hours, and now I'm going to quickly get something to eat and quickly grab a drink. And I have some lovely marks from the PPE and a bit of pain around the ears. So once I come back, I'll do the second stint of 4 hours. So I'm coming to the end of my 8-hour shift at the urgent care centre. It's been a little bit of a depressing end. I've seen 2 patients, both with cancer that spread. Both of them are only 50, and they have had their treatment delayed because of COVID, unfortunately. And I spent quite a bit of time with both of them just to find out about their symptoms and if they're managing and how they're managing. And it can be quite draining mentally because they're not my patients, usual patients, so I'm not acquainted with their personal life, but I do like to know about their social circumstances and what support they have. But at the end of it, it does become mentally draining because you can relate to them, and it makes you realise that could be any of us. But at the same time, you do feel grateful that, you know, we have got life easy compared to some people.